Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, we are starting Young Justice Phantoms. Of course, Young Justice Season 4. Out of nowhere, as a surprise for most people, they dropped the first 2 episodes on HBO Max just out of nowhere, kind of, as a surprise for the fans during DC Fandom this year, 2021. This is Episode 1, Inhospitable. Now, there's a lot of things I could say here in this intro, but what I really want to say is this. I am so happy that this show is back, because I was somebody back at, 2016, I think, something like that, promoting nonstop on my Twitter. I even made 2 YouTube videos trying to get Young Justice to be renewed for a Season 3. And then I remember the announcement, everybody was excited. It got announced for DC Universe, this new streaming service at the time, and we got Season 3, Young Justice Outsiders. And it was phenomenal. The animation, not always the best. It wasn't the same as the first 2 seasons, but we got the continuation of the show because the huge cliffhanger at Season 2. Now we have Season 4. This is crazy. And one of the co-creators of the show, Greg Weisman, who's a phenomenal person who's done a lot of great stuff throughout his years in terms of his career. Gargoyles, The Spectacular Spider-Man, which I'm, of course, starting and watching now for the first time on the channel. And, of course, Young Justice and a couple other things. He's been talking about how much further he could potentially go, because the original plan was 5 seasons, and now he's saying, I can see more than that. So, we'll see. And he said, as long as they give us more seasons, we'll keep doing them. Because I feel like this show is a love letter to DC fans, because they cover so much ground, so many different characters. And a lot of the times, they're covering characters that have never been put in animation form. Or if they have, it's like once or twice in the past, but realistically, they're never touched on. This show is so well done in terms of its character, its complex stories, and just overall how they're able to tell these amazing stories and show off these characters in a beautiful way. So I'm just kind of rambling at this point. It kind of seems, but I love the hell out of this show. I've been patiently waiting for information about Phantoms, Young Justice Phantoms, and the first 2 episodes are here. And I'm about to watch the first episode of Season 4. I cannot believe it. So, let's get into now, guys. Let's check it out and see what they show us. Young Justice Phantoms, Season 4, Inhospitable. Had to look up the title again. Let's go.
They fit. I quickly have to take them off again.
Yay. Oh, this looks great.
We're really gonna be married. Good morning, happy couple.
Morning.
The animation, it looks so good. It looks great. I'm pointing out all the animation side of it, sorry.
Hey, you haven't told anyone, right?
Please, I can keep a secret.
Told what?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Hey, Cassie. Just
And you're sure you don't mind the month-long trip each way?
Nah, I can use the sleep.
Oh, wow.
Guess you'll be missing Perdita.
It's a long trip.
Yeah, totally, but
Oh, yeah,
we
it
could probably
would.
both use a breather.
We'll see you all back here in 3 months for the wedding.
Take care of Wolf and Sphere for me. I promise. Engager mode.
Okay. I was wondering when they're gonna bring that back in right away. Intro. I'm so excited. Yay. I'm so excited. Holy crap.
And the Maarzu beast is my favorite.
Okay.
Its tongue's so sensitive I
Interesting.
can taste the air.
You're the chief scientist? In charge of the Zeta Project. Why wouldn't I be? Connor, Garfield, this is my sister, Marie Moores.
Oh.
Actually, I go by Emery Jones now.
Oh.
Hello,
Okay.
Uncle John. I believe this is an Earth favorite.
That.
She has 6 freckles, not 4. You know that.
It isn't necessary to change your form for us.
Oh my gosh. That's just. I mean, I feel bad for her, like, tension there, tension. It's a lot of thoughts running all at once.
I mean, yikes.
Oh, wow.
John has been forwarding Earth television signals to Mars since.
It's like the Outsiders have fans too.
Oh, that's crazy.
We're the actual superheroes.
Whoa.
Real outsiders. Dove and first. Now.
Damn. What? Again? With the Legion ring? Okay, what are you trying to do?
Garfield, you look adorable.
He
Exactly
does.
what I was going for.
Yes, exactly.
Children's journey here under your...
They all gave their blessings. No Lex Luthor?
Get out of here.
Give our blessings too.
Scientist bureaucrat Emery Jones. I demand you stop all this
Oh.
at once.
Okay.
So general.
Your secret project. I do not appreciate you talking about my nieces in that manner. And I don't appreciate you building a bridge to bring
shit.
more Earthers to Mars. Once I put a stop to this,
My orders
You
come
won't.
directly from the Queen.
we will see about that.
We will see. Sure.
The way of us.
Another Legion ring. Somebody was phasing through. What the hell?
Don't go out there.
Tear us apart! Brain hostage! What does it say?
Yeah.
It's a very bad word, Roshan.
Oh boy.
And an even worse word, Earthling.
Okay. Oh. Some sort of ritual or something, maybe?
He believed in cooperation between our planets. But
And then he was found.
murdered
He was found murdered.
Who killed him?
Yeah.
No one is sure.
You're worried Macomb killed the king, aren't you?
Yeah. Maybe.
We must decide. Do we allow the Garoons and Earthers to scheme against us? Or do we finally
Always issues with people that want problems, clearly. So, the ship found love? Is that what they're implying?
I come, my queen, with a mind link 1,000 strong.
Oh my god.
The insanity
Oh shit.
that is the Earther Secretary. Superman, we are ready.
So are we, John. We've temporarily moved
hello.
the watchtower above Sardad's Zeta shield that guards Earth from Zeta incursion.
Must you leave, big brother? You only just arrived. And the wedding.
Sector to the watchtower and Zeta right back here.
I don't know.
Be fine.
Not all of Earth is dangerous.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
We've got you, Ma'ala Ma'ak.
You don't deserve to have him again for your sister. Guard, not now.
He's a little angry too.
Is wrong.
But he made a point.
It's not the danger. Apocalypse is the danger.
You're ignoring
Yes, it is.
danger
It
to our
is.
culture, our way of life.
God, this guy.
Fellow marshals.
Oh.
You all know of John Jones, our greatest Mahunter.
Yes.
He has demonstrated that Earth and Mars can be strong allies.
Yes, yes, it can, yes.
Final analysis. Recognized. Martian.
Holy shit. Wait. Wait. No. I wasn't sure where this episode was going, but that ending I did not see coming. And first of all, I don't think he's actually dead. Even though she's like, I can't sense him. Like, that's not good. So if he had made it back to Earth, she would be able to sense him, I think. I think something's more at play here. I think because they showed that the camera pulled back and we saw somebody sitting there in what looks like an invisible ship or something, and they're sitting there. I don't know. All I can hope is that he's like. I really hope they didn't kill Martian Manhunter, because I'm like, they're actually giving him a lot of attention in this episode, because thinking back on Young Justice when the show first started, and as it's continued with all these characters, like I was mentioning in the intro, so many characters they've introduced and have on the show, that he was there from time to time, but he really didn't get a lot of screen time overall, but he was getting a fair amount of, good stuff in this episode, especially going to Mars and everything. So I was like, oh, this is great. And then literally you do that. I think that was kind of the whole point. Like, we're really like supposed to be enjoying the Martian Manhunter stuff and seeing John and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, ooh. And then it, that ending. Throughout the episode, they were teasing the Legion with the ring, showing different people wearing the Legion of Superhero ring. And look, they ended season 3 with showing some, I think it was like a diner or something, and someone was pouring coffee and they had a Legion ring. And I think Greg and Greg Weisman, Brandon Vietti, the co-creators of the show, were asked a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago, before DC Fandom, of course, about, what they can talk about. Obviously, they can't talk about much. And it was asked about the Legion ring being teased, and they were like, well, we'll definitely address that because, we showed it. Like, you'll see more right away. Right away, several references, and several times we see different people wearing a Legion ring. So that's significant. So, interesting choice for, of course, 1 year. I forgot to mention that in the intro. We always have a time jump. We had a 1 year time jump this time. And we actually skipped past a full month of travel from Earth to Mars, where they were going to have Magan really... it was more for the Superboy to ask Magan's parents for their blessing, even though apparently in Martian culture, it's the female that asks the parents of the male, female, male, It's been a long day. It really has. I filmed a lot of shit today. So it's flipped for Mars. So that was interesting, but of course they agree and everything. And it's so funny how Superboy, Beast Boy, turned himself into that cute little animal. It's really funny. But he's like, "You're so cute." He's like, "That's what I was going for." Like in typical Beast Boy fashion, it's great. There were so many moments as I'm watching the episode, especially in the beginning before they go on the trip, where they're at the house and all these characters are showing up and they recognize, like you hear the voice, like, "Oh, I remember that," and then all these characters, and there's some new characters. I don't think we've seen them before at the beginning. I'm trying to remember if we did. Maybe we got them, cause it's been a while since I've seen season 3. I really need to go back and rewatch seasons 1, 2, 3. I said 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3, same thing. But it was really cool to see all these characters, and and I gotta say, I was noticing it a lot in the beginning. I think because we spent so much time at the house in season 3, McGann and Superboy's house, that I was noticing how good the animation was, like how much more detail there was in character movements and everything, and the voice, the voices matching up with the lips moving more, and I was just noticing small little things that was really making me really excited, because you could just tell they put more of a budget into the animation. Because season 3, I really enjoyed it, but I had some issues with some of the animation not being the best at times, but you can tell they got a bigger budget, and that's amazing, because this show honestly deserves it. So we go to Mars, and so we're building this, it's called a Zeta tube, I think is what they were called it, but basically a direct link from Mars to Earth. Like that's what all the heroes use whenever they have to go through different areas from Earth to the Watchtower, stuff like that, or to other bases, other locations. They have a quick, easy way to travel from one place to another. So they were trying to do it with Mars because it's a year trip to get over there, or maybe McGann said it's like a year trip, a month from Earth to Mars, or is it a month Earth to Mars, Mars back to Earth? So like that's how long it would take. I'm not really sure, but regardless, an instant. I mean, literally, he was halfway through it. Martian Manhunter was. It was so crazy. We have a bunch of different factions of the Martians being against each other, and there's this whole mystery of the king being killed, who was trying to bring all of the different races of Martians together, and now the wife, the queen, is now kind of backpedaling a lot of that, which is kind of weird, because when we had all these Martians mind linking together to kind of protest them building this tube from an instant access from Earth to Mars and back and forth, like she was like all for it, and like, we need to do this because it's like apocalypse is our enemy. Yes, it is. Earth, it can be depending on the individual, but in terms of like superheroes, like the different teams needed to be on Mars for whatever reason or whatever it may be, she was all for it. So I'm wondering how, I don't know, it feels like a hierarchy that's really complex. We got to meet her sister. I don't believe we've met her before, but hello, Megan. Like, she transformed into those characters, and of course Beast Boy and everything, and he's like, oh God, flashbacks. His mom. But it was really fun to just get back into the show, and I was like, okay, I like this vacation idea, and of course things are not always as they seem, and now we have this big mystery on our hands. What happened to Martian Manhunter? I mean, Superman was on the other end, waiting for him to come in, like waiting for it to be tested. and it didn't work, unfortunately. I mean, it looked like it was going to work, but an explosion. I'm wondering if that's going to be the second episode, the mystery of what happened. I don't know. But overall, I really enjoyed watching this show. I'm so glad the show is back. And I can't wait to see what happens from here, because we clearly have a lot of things to unpack in terms of, things they're setting up within this first episode alone, in terms of the characters. Marshman Hunter disappearing. I'm assuming he's not dead. The Legion rings, like, really being focused on now. I mean, I wasn't sure what to expect in terms of when we're getting to the Legion stuff, but they're getting to it pretty damn quick, at least in terms of teasing it more. So we'll see. But what you guys think of the episode? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.